Back inside Big 12 today here on Big 12 Radio. We are brought to you, the full-time fan, by our friends at Modelo. We've got some men's basketball games of the week this week here on Big 12 Radio with Texas Tech at Houston. That'll be tonight right here on the channel.
Big-time matchup.
Massive, right?
Houston has the best defense in the Big 12, one of the best defenses in the country, and Texas Tech makes the most threes per game in the Big 12, so something's got to give.
Texas Tech's J.T. Toppin is the Big 12 Player of the Week. Had 23 points, 14 rebounds, made 10 of 19 shots against Oklahoma State, his 8th double-double of the season. That leads the conference. And then Arizona at TCU is also going to be our game of the week, but that game is on Saturday, correct?
Correct.
Saturday, Arizona at TCU. Skullmeyer Arena, by the way, TCU, it only seats like 7,000 or 8,000. Arizona has a huge contingency of fans that are going to be in attendance for that game. In that arena, I just wonder how much of a true home court advantage TCU is going to have, because Arizona's got a ton of alums in the area, and their SID was saying that they're going to try and pack it with Arizona fans on Saturday. All right, Big 12 has 7 teams in the AP Top 25, most in the country. A.J. DiBonsa is the newcomer of the week, second straight week in a row. He is now the nation's leading scorer in the month of December, in which BYU went undefeated. They went 6-0. He averaged 28 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2.5 steals.
Yeah, 23.1 points per game. So he's leading the nation in scoring, as you mentioned. And I think P.J. Haggerty's right below him at 23.0 points per game. So close, but DiBonsa's, he's been the exact piece that BYU has needed. And he looks every bit the part of the number 1 overall pick that he could very well be.
My only concern with BYU, the only thing I look at is that with the injuries that they've had, they don't have a ton of depth. My only concern with them is, do they get worn down towards the end of the year? Like we've seen with some teams. Last year it was Iowa State. 2 years ago it was Houston. Like, can they hold up over the course of a Big 12 schedule? But they'll play 2 fewer games than everybody did a season ago, so that certainly helps. But the Big 12 Player of the Week, so we've had Players of the Week now 9 different weeks, right? So we've had 9 different awards. There's been 9 different guys that have won it.
Wow.
Big 12 Player of the Week, it's been somebody different each and every week in this conference. DiBonsa, who you saw the highlights there on Big 12 Studios, is the newcomer, but the Player of the Week is J.T. Toppin. This league is just so incredibly deep.
So who are the 9 players that have won Player of the Week in the Big 12 so far?
So there's actually 10, because week 1 you had a co-Player of the Week. It was Koa Peeth at Arizona and Christian Anderson at Texas Tech. You're seeing J.T. Toppin and his stat line on Big 12 Studios. He's this week's winner. But then Kingston Fleming's at Houston, Haggerty at K-State, Joshua Jefferson at Iowa State, who's the only player in the country that's averaging more than 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Milan Momcilovic from Iowa State was Player of the Week. By the way, he leads the nation in made threes per game. He's hitting over 4 a game. And then it was your Melvin Council at Kansas, and then Christian Anderson again at Tech, and A.J. DiBonsa.
I thought you said there's not been repeats.
I didn't realize Christian Anderson was a co-Player of the Week, week 1. There's still been 10 dudes.
Well, 9 dudes, right?
9 dudes, you're right. 9 dudes, 9 weeks.
Unless you're going to count Christian Anderson twice. And I think, regardless of how incorrect your information is, it says about the depth in this conference. The thing that I notice about this conference is stylistically, there's just a ton of different ways that these teams in this conference play. Think about Texas Tech and Houston. We're going to see a major contrast of styles in tonight's matchup. So I think you've just got elite offenses, a lot of different, varying styles of those elite offenses. Look at the way that Arizona plays. Look at the way Iowa State plays. Look at the way Texas Tech plays. And that's the kind of stuff that I think gets you ready for the tournament, because you're going to see different styles. You don't want to see teams that play the same style every game. You want to see different styles so that you can get ready for, how you have to adjust to your style based on your opponent. So I think that's what stands out more than anything. And look, in the Big 12, this is true every year. and this is true in college basketball at large, but probably more so in the Big 12 this year specifically. Win all your home games, split on the road. You'll be a top 4 seed. If you win all of your home games and split on the road, you are going to be a top 4 seed of the Big 12 this year. Now, it's easier said than done. It's a good league, but that's the path.
The teams at the top, I think the league is better this year than the SEC was last year. Now, I don't know that the Big 12 is going to get like 14 teams in the NCAA tournament or whatever that crazy number was, but the teams at the top are better than I think what the SEC had last year. And yes, that includes Florida and that includes Auburn. But also after that, who is their third or fourth best teams? Like the Big 12 has multiple teams ranked in the top 3 nationally, with Iowa State at number 3 and Arizona at number 1, which is the 41st time the Big 12 has had multiple teams in the top 3 since 2010. ACC is the next closest with 15. And then so many teams on absolute heaters right now. You've got Arizona, Iowa State, Houston, and BYU all in the top 10. Houston's number 7, BYU's number 9. Texas Tech is number 14, and then BYU's at 22, which is way too low. And then UCF checks in at number 25. Arizona's won 14 in a row. Iowa State's won 14 in a row. UCF's won 11 in a row, and BYU's won 10.
You must have overlooked Kansas. Where's Kansas on that list?
Yeah, I don't see Kansas. Kansas right now.
That's a weird one. It's a weird one, right?
Yeah, 7 teams in the top 25, and Kansas isn't one of them.
Yeah. What a time to be alive. Really fun time to be a Kansas basketball fan, I can tell you that much. Can you feel the sarcasm?
Like, when's the last time? I can't think of a time where Kansas was the 8th best team in the Big 12.
No. And if you talk to anybody around Kansas, it feels like, oh, everything's fine. Like the house is burning down around them and everything's fine. Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Oh, no, he's injured. Got it. Derek Peterson's injured. Got it. Cool. Noted. What did you say? What was the other thing you said? Oh, well, UCF being ranked is huge. I think, their win against Kansas, regardless of the antics of Derek Peterson, show you they're legit. Like, that's a very good team. And especially because, like, they had to overcome a lead that Kansas had, then kind of hold on late after Kansas made a surge to try to tie it. So, impressive. The SEC is what you were talking about. I don't know that the Big 12 is as good as the SEC was last year. We'll see. I think they did get 14 teams to the dance.
Yeah, they did.
2 to the Final Four and a national championship. So if the Big 12 gets 2 teams to the Final Four and wins a national title, then I'd say that goes a long way. And look, I think that's very much in play here.
Who was the other team that made the Final Four? It was
Auburn.
Florida and
Auburn.
Auburn made it.
Florida beat Auburn in the semifinals.
Okay. Keep going.
That's it.
Florida beat Auburn in the Final Four?
Yeah.
Okay.
Houston beat Duke.
That's right. Good call.
Yeah. I just looked it up.
Don't look. I just looked it up.
Don't look. I looked it up.
Before we get to Bryce Cherry, who is the beat writer for Baylor men's basketball for the Waco Tribune-Herald, just to kind of add some context to the conversation around James Najee,